Good day. My name is Professor King, and I'll be your instructor this semester. I want to welcome you to the class. I truly do mean that. I love what I do. That's why I do a lot of it. I teach a lot of classes, not just here at Macc, but other colleges, high schools, so forth. So anyhow, I do welcome you. First thing I want to say is if you ever have an issue, a problem, a comment, a suggestion, please let me know. This class is all about communication. As you can see, I started doing these videos on many of my classes a long time ago just because I felt that the online presence can seem kind of disconnected. It can seem like it's not real. It's not personable. As far as my degrees, I have a bachelor's in accounting, finance, and marketing, and then I got my master's in business administration, and then I got my master's in of arts of teaching business. So a lot of those classes are done online, and my biggest pet peeve about online classes is it just doesn't feel real. You have discussions, but you don't know the Paul, John, Jane that you're responding to. You don't know what they look like or what their background is. Yeah, they type a little paragraph about who they are at the beginning, but you can't remember that, you know, two weeks later. So we're going to do these videos, and I find that it sticks with you. So speaking of that, yes, you're going to do exactly what I'm doing now. You're going to do an intro video, okay? It's not optional, okay? You have to do it. It's not a big deal. Don't hit record and tell me how much you hate doing this. I have that happen every single semester, and it blows my mind. If your boss gives you a job to do, you don't tell them how much you dislike doing it. So please give it a chance. Okay, give me a chance. Give the online class a chance. This is your first MACC class. Give them a chance. Give everything a chance in life, and you'll find that you'll become a more well-rounded person. So we are going to do these. I am all about communication. I will do one of these periodically. I'll let you know how you're doing, because people want to know if they're doing good or bad. I think everybody wants to do good, but you don't want, 16 weeks later you get a bad grade. No, you want to know at week 2 and week 3 if, hey, you're doing good here, but you need a little help here. For example, one thing that will always happen is towards the end of the semester, the discussions get a little weaker. So I'll pop in and say, hey, we're kind of need to pick it back up a little bit, and things come back up. So we want communication. I want communication from you, so that's why we're doing this video. So a little bit about me is I got a very diverse background. I grew up in a small agricultural town in northeast Missouri. Didn't go straight to college right after high school. Went into retail, worked my way up to management, realized how important college was, so I went back, and I was actually in college, I hate to admit this, for almost 10 years, collecting all those degrees. Not sure what I really wanted to do. One day I substitute taught, and I knew that was my calling in life. I wanted to be a role model for those students who maybe didn't have a role model. So I am here to help. I'm one of the most passionate people you'll ever find. You can feel free to contact any of my other students, and they'll tell you that. So let's see, from there I've done everything from accounting on an oil pipeline to I've got my own photography business, which I really enjoy. I don't look like an artsy person, but I really do find diverse things interesting. So in my classes, I love the diversity that comes with it. Some of the things we've done is everything from a bunch of videos, a video contest. I've got a young man right now who's in wardrobe design, and he's designing his own wardrobe. It's just amazing. That's why I love business, because what is not business? We have yet to find anything that's not a business. Education is a business. You got to pay for the light bill. Don't take this wrong, but religion's a business, because you got to, again, pay the light bill and take care of donations and so forth. So every single thing out there is a business. So no matter what you're doing, realize it's a business. A lot of times people are really, really good at their skill. For example, I'm gonna pick on an industry, cosmetology. A lot of people are really good at that skill, but it's very rare to find one that's awesome at the business side of it. And if you can combine your natural skill and business, you're going to succeed. Because I've seen lots of people that are really good at their skill that are clueless in business and they end up unemployed. So we want you to be successful. So let's see here. As far as communication, one thing I do want to show you here is I'm just going to kind of log in and go through this with you. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, get my ugly mug out of the camera here. Okay, so the first thing I want you to know is there's two different ways to get an email. I will try to send mine through Canvas, but realize that there is a student email down here. And I think they're working on this to sync the two, but just realize that you might want to check this one out as well, because there may be something out there that you're waiting on or need to know. Okay, well, login failed. Okay, well, something's going on there. But anyway, realize that there's Canvas and login. So when you come into Canvas, you'll sign in and you'll have your list of classes. One thing I want to show you is, let's see here, is the home page here. This video will be listed right here. One thing I've done, and I really want you to pay attention, is it says navigating in Canvas and watch. What I've done was I've done a screencast, and it will literally show you how to navigate Canvas and where to go. I would really watch this because I will tell you that every teacher does things a tad bit differently. For example, I try to keep everything one-stop shop in modules. So please watch this video and everything will work out much better in your favor. Okay, so for example, if you have issues and it was on the video, I guess, well, I know you didn't watch the video, so please watch the video. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of communicate with you what I'm looking for in the class, and you'll know exactly, well, for example, simply the first discussion is a quiz over this video. That way I know that you know what's expected on my end, and if you object, if you feel differently, if your work schedule's completely backwards from, contact me, communicate with me. We can try to work things out, okay? I'm very, in fact, I've been told I'm a little too, what's the word I'm looking for, too adjustable to the students, but I really do feel that the students are the customers. Now, the customer's not always right, okay? We'll talk about that in business class as well, but I do treat you like a customer because you paid for the class, and if I don't have customers, I'm not in business to do this. So, okay, original discussion post. Okay, when you do your original discussion post, they're due by Wednesday by midnight. Okay, now there's a due date on there on discussions. It says Sunday. Okay, there's an original post and then replies. The original post is due by Wednesday by midnight. Let me tell you why I do that. Because if you don't do that, people will get on there by Sunday at 10 o'clock and they'll do the original post, reply, they're done. Then if somebody asks them a question on their original post, on my comments, they're gone. They're not signing back on, they're not checking things. So we are going to do our original post by Wednesday by midnight, okay? Okay, then Sunday by midnight, we're going to reply to 3 people, okay? We're going to reply to 3 people. I need to stop, rewind, play. Okay, on the original post, I am looking for your opinion. I'm looking for your experiences. I'm also looking for a little bit of content that you didn't know, or that you didn't know. For example, let's say it's on the 4 P's of marketing. Okay, so you tell me what the 4 P's of marketing are, and then you tell me how, for example, maybe it's on pricing, how you've noticed that prices are different in 2 different places, and then I want you to find something online. Okay, so basically every original post needs a little bit of research. Now I'm not talking, I don't need a paper. I guess as far as length, I should tell you that I'm not looking for a short paragraph. It needs to be 2 or 3 paragraphs, about a quarter to a half page, okay? Discussions in a lot of classes I've taken have been a joke. It's simply blurt down, and then everybody gets on there and says, I agree. That's not a discussion. That's just a waste of everybody's time. Okay, so I put a lot of value in discussions because in my NC classes, a lot of times we will get way off. The textbook goes out the window because when we start discussing things, that's when the true knowledge happens. That's when the students share with me and I share with them. And we might talk an entire hour on something and they bring their personal experiences, I bring my personal experiences. We talk about what I could have done, we talk about what they could have done, and that's where true learning happens, okay? Getting on there, posting that much of an original post, everybody get on and say, I agree, you're totally right. That's pointless, okay? So we don't do that, okay? So, your original post, Wednesday by midnight. It needs to be good length. It needs some kind of outside source. I like video, obviously. If you can find a little YouTube link you want to attach that proves your point even more, great. I would like to see some kind of citation. I'm not picky about just copy and paste the URL or whatever, but prove to me that you spent at least 5 minutes outside of your own opinion to look online and say, hey, the textbook is right, or hey, I disagree with this, or here's a video that disagrees with this. So I love video. Okay, so again, anything you could ever want to know. I mentioned the 4 P's of marketing. I bet there's 100,000 videos out there on that. So give us some extra info. Okay, discussions are huge. Okay, if you're lazy on discussions, you're going to struggle. Okay, now the replies. I mentioned what I don't want is I agree. Okay, that is like my pet peeve. I agree is not a reply to a discussion. Now, you can agree, but pose a question. Say, I agree that having a low price is good, but how will you make the gross profit margins that you need to survive? Okay, pose a question. Now, a lot of times I'll step in and I'll pose a question because I want to see if you're going to actually pay attention to the discussion. If you post on Wednesday, I come in on Friday and say, hey, Paul, what would you do in your business in this scenario? And you never respond back. That shows me you didn't go back and look at the discussion. So I'm not out here to trick you, et cetera, et cetera. But I want a discussion to be used as a discussion. That's the whole point, right? Okay, so Wednesday by midnight, I think that's like the 10th time I said that, so nobody should get that wrong. Wednesday by midnight, 3 replies. Make sure it's good length. The replies don't need to be, crazy long, but put some kind of insight in there. Give personal experiences, okay? Bring those personal experiences. We all have different backgrounds, so bring that to the table. That way we can all learn from each other. If we do this class right, we will learn more from each other than we will from the content of the text. Okay, and that's the way it should be. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, attendance. Attendance blows my mind, and maybe I'm a little OCD because I've never. I shouldn't say never, but I rarely miss a day of any kind. Okay, I can count on one hand how many days I've missed from elementary through college. I'm a little OCD about it. MACC policy, 2 weeks and you're gone. Okay, that's just the way it is. It's got to be 2 weeks and you're gone. Now, I've had some people who spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to sidestep the rules. They might do a discussion one week, and then McGraw-Hill Connect the next week. I guess they've done some math and figured out some way that they can still pay. I don't know. Here's something very important. In order to get attendance in this class, you need to do both your discussion and your assignment. Okay? If you do your assignment because it's worth more money and you're like, discussion's worth 10 points, I'm okay with a C this week, that's still not your attendance, because that's like doing your homework and not coming to class. Okay? If you're not in class, you're not here. Okay, so you have to be here. It's also like coming to class but not doing your homework. Well, you were here. Okay, bottom line is you've got to do your discussion. You've got to do your assignment each week. Otherwise, you're absent. Okay, that's one thing I've been very lenient on. I've had people, everything from sickness to spring break excuses to et cetera, et cetera. I've been too lenient. I've been told I was too lenient. I've been suggested maybe to change that, so I'm going to change it big time, okay? Let me tell you I'm going to communicate why part of it is. When we do drop slips it is a pain in the rear because I have to go back and look. It's like, okay, they did nothing. Okay, they did a discussion this week. They did homework the next week. The next week they didn't do anything. The next week they did a discussion only, and I had to put your last date because of for financial aid reasons. Okay, the way it's set up, it is a real pain in the rear to do drop slips if the person's just doing stuff here and there. And again, why would you do that? The longer you drag it out and pretend you're going to do the class, the more money it's going to cost you. So either leave on week 1, or let's get through this and have an awesome time to get to week 16 and get your grade. Okay, so anyway, attendance, that's huge. Okay, okay. When you're doing your research paper, pick a format. MLA, APA, I don't care which one you use, just make sure you use one. Most awesome website you'll ever find as far as this type of stuff is Purdue, like the college, Purdue Al. Okay, you type in Purdue Al, MLA, Purdue Al, APA, they will walk you through it. If you've taken CIT 101, you know that there's Word and other programs out there that will basically do it for you. It's awesome. If you don't know it, learn it. Go ahead and learn it now before the class, because it will save you a lot of time and effort. Let's see what else I've got on my list. Oh yes, research papers. We're in college, okay? Don't copy and paste. I shouldn't have to say that. Actually, this is why I communicate, because before I did the videos, I had a lot of copy and paste issues. I've done this. I've been very stern saying don't do it. Last semester, I think my first time ever, nobody copy and pasted. Hallelujah. Okay, we're in college. I will give you a heads up. There's lots of sites, software, etc., out there. Macc uses it. It scans your entire paper. It will tell me if 3% of your paper came from this website, 5% of your paper came from this website. Some people think they're being slick. They're like, I'm going to copy and paste a paragraph from this site. I'm going to copy and paste 2 paragraphs from this site, and I'm not going to get in trouble. Yeah, it tells us the percentage. It's very accurate. It's actually pretty awesome. So just don't do it. A lot of times, just don't do it. Okay, if you're running behind, contact me and say, hey, don't lie. Oh, that's another thing. Never lie to me. Okay, please. But, computer took a crash. I would rather give you another half a day and have an awesome paper than you to plagiarize, because think about it, you could get kicked out of college for plagiarizing. That's stealing. So don't copy and paste. Okay, just flat don't do it. Let's see here. Okay, checking emails. You need to do that daily. Okay, I communicate a lot. You're already sick of listening to me, I know. I communicate a lot because problems arise when people don't communicate. Okay, so I will send communications out via email. So again, make sure you're checking Canvas and the student email. I usually do things through Canvas. Let's see. Okay, extra credit if it's needed and if it's a legit reason. Okay. For example, I'll think about spring semester. One gal was in the hospital, and one of them took a long spring break vacation. Yeah, it's if you need extra credit, holler. Okay, it's not guaranteed, depending on the situation. For example, if you need extra credit, if you haven't done 10 discussions in a row and it's week 15 and you want extra credit, I'm probably not going to. If you've been going through working hard, but you're at a B plus and you need an A minus, go ahead and contact me. Extra credit's an option. Okay, bottom line, extra credit's an option. Okay, so I'm going down through my checklist here. Okay, original post, replies. Oh yeah, late work. Glad I didn't forget that. Okay, what I do with late work as far as discussions, everything else, is you get 2 weeks. Okay, it's going to take, you may have a login issue. Okay, see, I get all wound up. If you have issues, technical issues, please realize Macc has an awesome help center. Okay, they will help you out. Give them a call. Sometimes it's a McGraw-Hill Cengage issue. Every once in a while, Okay, the bottom line is they are there to help you. Okay, so if you have an issue, don't email me at Sunday and say I can't get on. I can't do this. Don't wait till Sunday, by the way. So if you have an issue, get a hold of them. They will help you. They're great people. They're awesome. They will get you going. Now, I do run out of sympathy if it's week 5 and there's an issue, and you've been having issues all the way through, and it's always a 10 o'clock email on Sunday. Okay, 10 o'clock at Sunday is not the time to give me the woe is me stuff. Now, if it's Friday and you've got an issue, you see the point. We can still get there by Sunday by midnight. So, if you have an issue, make sure that that you get a hold of it. Okay, back to the late work. Late work. Okay, it takes us a while to get going. I'm still learning. Every semester there's something added, taken away. We may find a due date wrong, which is why on the video I talk about going to modules, because I found one last semester where a module said one thing, one due date, and Ellen said the other due date. Student showed me, we adjusted, not a problem. Okay, takes us a couple weeks to get going. So week 1, week 2, I will accept late work. Okay, no harm, no foul. After week 2, it's a 0. Okay, if we can't make the call to MACC, if we can't find a computer that works, if we can't do whatever we need to do by week 2, it's not going to get fixed by week 3, 4, or 5. Okay, so first 2 weeks, getting in the process. I realize some of you are brand new students. If you are, welcome. I'm the perfect teacher for that, I believe. We will get through it. But in 2 weeks, figure it out. After 2 weeks, you're not going to figure it out. Okay, it's just the way it is. That's my past observations. Okay, please do the video introduction, APA versus MLA. Okay, so the main thing is, now you know what I expect, and let me know what you expect. Let me, on your video, tell me what makes a good class, a bad class. Tell me what makes a good teacher, a bad teacher. I really do take your opinions to heart, okay? And a lot of times we will curtail a class to what the class wants, okay? If everybody in here has a topic that they're more interested in others, I will take the time and we will curtail the class. I'll change the discussion posts. I work for you. Just realize that. I work for you. And I rarely sleep, so feel free to email me at any time if you have an issue, and I'll try to get back to you really quick. One of the biggest things I think that will help you, and again, I take time to do this. I record it, I upload it, I put it on there. This here, Navigating Canvas. If you're new, or actually even if you're not new, because I may do things a little different. For example, a lot of people have you go to McGraw-Hill Connect, and that's fine, but modules is my one-stop shop, okay? That's where it's as simple as it gets, okay? Week 1, boom, 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 boom. It's there to do it. Even though I mentioned in the video, I do want to say, do your Learn Smart before you do the quiz, okay? When people get bad grades on a quiz, it's because they didn't do their Learn Smart. Okay, let's do it in the order. Let's have let's get the grade that we desire, and so on. So please check out that video. I took time to do the video. It's 5 minutes long, and we'll do this. Also, on there, let me go back here, is you may be fretting about the video. If you are fretting about the video, please don't. We just want to get to know you and put a face with it, okay? There's a video on here on how to upload that. So, for example, on modules, video introduction, right there is a video on how to upload a YouTube video, because if you've never done this before, it's maybe a first. But let's think about this. In business, you need to be able to do this, okay? PowerPoint, okay, stuff like that. I've talked to other university professors. Videos become the mainstay. You're going to have to do video projects in the future. Everybody has a camera or a phone, and if you don't, grab a friend, a smartphone, and upload it, and boom, you're done. I've even uploaded the video on how to upload a video to YouTube. So I try to make things as step by step as possible. So I guess in conclusion, and I appreciate you. Hope you have to go get a cup of coffee. I know that's 24 minutes long. I'm here for you. I work for you. I'm passionate. Put in the work. As far as grades, I'm all about effort. Okay, if you're putting in the effort, you're going to get an A. Okay, you've got to put in the effort. You've got to show up. Okay. An employer come and talk to our class one day, and he said, y'all's learning great things, but basically in the real world, you got to show up on time, and do what you're asked. I think that applies to everything. show up. If you don't show up, you're going to get fired. If you don't show up on time, you're going to get fired. If you don't do it, I'm not your boss, but I mean, I'm your instructor. If you don't do what someone asks you, you're going to get fired. So let's practice those good habits so we can, be have the job of our dreams. So again, if you need anything at all, holler at me. You do have to do the video, okay? If you don't do the video and you do everything week 2 through 15, you still get a 0. The video is a must. Please don't drop the class because you don't. I've had it happen. Don't drop the video because of. Don't drop the class because of the video. That's just silly. Okay, that's just plumb silly. So anyway, I feel like I'm kind of rambling now, so I'm going to quit. But welcome to the class. I really do appreciate this. I love this. I love you guys. You're like, wow, that's kind of weird. No, I love what I do. I love the people I get to work with, whether it's coworkers, students. If you ever need anything in life, period, I'm here for you. Letters of recommendations if you do a good job. If you have, personal experience, whatever you need, I'm here for you. Okay, bottom line, I love what I do. So, and I hope you're going to love the class. I think you will. Give me your best. I'll give you my best. And remember, you only get out of the class what you put in it. If you want to put in just the bare minimum to get by, that's what you're going to get out of it. If you want to put in whatever it takes to get an A, that's what you're going to get. If the only thing you take away from a class is the grade, you have really done a disservice to yourself. Okay, the grade doesn't matter. 10 years from now, you're not going to care about maybe you will. It's not really going to matter what you got in Business 100 or CRT 101, whether it's A or B. But if you can take something out of it that's going to help you in life, that's what really matters. So anyway, I'm pumped. I'm glad to have you. Let's put those videos out there. Let me get to know you because I care about you. And let's have an awesome class. And 16 weeks, it's going to go by fast. Okay, thank you.